Guys, yeah, Toriko. Toriko chapter 394 today, but next week, Toriko chapter 395 will be the end of Toriko. The end of the manga that is the Bishokiya Toriko. Now, guys, of course I'm sad. Generally, I do not know what to feel right now. Obviously, I want to put on the smiley face, be optimistic, and obviously produce entertainment for you guys through this video. And just, you know, like, of course, just like, let you guys watch a video where you'll be happy watching. But, like, man, I'm bummed out. Generally, like, Toriko, I can't take this anymore. How many series that have I been invested in for the past year and a half now has been cancelled from the same magazine? And I'm not just counting Bleach, like Assassination Classroom. How many other series, like, what, in the past couple of months? Bleach, Nisekoi, and Kochigami, that's 3. I don't know what's going on with Shonen Jump, really. I do not know what's going on with Shonen Jump. But, yeah, guys, normally I'm Mr. Optimistic. I'll put on the smile, you know, and I'd be like, actually, it may not be ending. We've got a couple of other news and all that kind of greatness. But we've got an article. And obviously, anime news, obviously, the article just doesn't solidify the exact truth, but it does seem that, honestly, it does seem like it's ending next week. I'll put the article in the description down below for all you guys to check that out. But, you know what, heck yeah, let me be optimistic. Shinigami-san, okay, guys, it may be ending next week, but it may not be. And the only reason why I'm saying this of it may not be ending next week, the only reason, and guys, do not have your hopes up, even though my hopes is extremely up, they're going to come crashing down possibly. But you know what, it is what it is. Most times during the end of the arcs with Toriko, they always have like it always says at the end, like, obviously Mr. Toshi, he always says at the end of the chapter, like the little, at the side of one of the panels, he's always just like, next chapter, super, like a big 25-page or 30-page special and stuff like that. Like, he did it before at the end of the Cooking Festival arc, I believe, and for the Gourmet World arc coming. So maybe this can be the same thing. It really can, but it's easy to, you know, obviously argue against that by saying, look man, the article, like, honestly. And most times for a series, it's always like, you know, the last series is always 31 pages, but you know, Bleach wasn't, which, you know, let's not get into that. But yeah, so it can be the end and it cannot be. Now guys, the fact is, if it is the end, a lot of things bring up the question, why the heck would Mr. Toshi, you know, imply the space arc a lot? What was the point of having the third demon even be introduced in the series? Stuff like that. And those things will obviously make you think, well, if he did do that, he probably wasn't planning to end the series. Like, come on. Mr. Toshi wouldn't plan of his own accord to end it like this. He really wouldn't. So yeah, he may be getting cancelled. Obviously, it doesn't really do well in the rankings. And I know the damn freaking rankings, everyone talks about that. It seems like a broken record, but that is literally the truth for what Shonen... It seems like it's the truth for what Shonen Jump seems to, you know, base what their series are most profitable at, to, you know, keep it ongoing or even push more. But yeah, this is the thing, like, what I would do from a business standpoint, I'd see the rankings, and I'd see the ones which are the lowest for a couple of weeks, I would push advertisement to them. You know, just for trial ones. Maybe put them on the front of the cover so then people can actually see that and check it out a bit more. Maybe that would be something that Shonen Jump would like to try. But, you know what, they like to advertise the things which are already at the top. They don't really seem to do, put people at the series at the front cover which are always at the bottom. I think that would be a good idea. But I don't know, it is what it is. So yeah, guys, I don't really want to put this whole video, because this is a review. Like, I'm supposed to be reviewing the chapter, not discussing all of this. So anyway, I will be doing a vlog tomorrow probably, so I'll probably, you know, talk more thoughts about all the ending of the series and Shonen Jump, all that kind of stuff. But let's actually talk what actually did happen in this chapter. And in general, I really did like this chapter. It was a nice chapter for what I'd say was the best part is obvious. What I'd say is, which is like the best part, would obviously be Midoriya's character. And I really do feel like Midoriya's character did come full circle in how he did release everything. Did anyone, if any of you guys watched the anime, did it kind of like, you get a little bit of vibes like that? Especially not with Midoriya, but with freaking Neo. But anyway, let's forget about that. But I really did like Midoriya's character. His end for his character. He sacrificed himself to replenish the earth, just how he used gourmet spice. Before it was meteor spice, wasn't it? to rid the world and be barren, the whole human world. But this time he does the whole world, including gourmet world as well, and replenishes all of it using all his food luck, and every appetite, energy that he has within him to sacrifice. And I really do love the end to his character, because obviously of Midora dying right now, of him sacrificing, you know what that shows? That literally is an end to that era. It's an end to Acacia's generation. Acacia is done. Froze, well, Froze's, who knows about Froze, what's happening right now with her. But like, Ichiryu gone. Jiro, when he died, like, it's really the end of an era for the people who kind of started the whole gourmet era, the whole gourmet lifestyle kind of thing. Like, Midora finished it, and he ended that era to an amazing, he ended it on a high. Sacrificing himself for the world to replenish all the ingredients was amazing. So yeah, in this chapter, it was literally the conclusion of the arc, of course. Basically, Neo was vomiting for days. What I would have liked from this chapter was a little bit of some more from Pear. I would have wanted, a bit of recognition that Pear was just like, oh my brethren, like for him to notice his Nitro coming out, because we did see that in a panel. So I would have kind of liked that. It just straight confirmed those Nitro that we saw in the Soul World actually came out into the human world. So that's a straight confirmation that Neo's stomach is connected to the Soul World. So it was kind of false on how it wasn't like obliterated, like it wasn't eviscerated out of existence. That's kind of false. But yeah, Center comes out the ground, replenishes everything. The 4 Heavenly Kings are back. 8 Kings are back as well. Now, I would have kind of liked it, obviously, for the 8 Kings. I really do like the 8 Kings, but now I'm kind of wondering, like, their strength. What must their strength? Their capture level is going to be extremely small compared to like Toriko right now. So they're not obviously as much as a threat anymore. Their level of power and the way that I perceive them has been significantly lowered, and that's just because of this arc. Like, all the scales of attacks, all the scales of strength really did ramp up in this arc. But yeah, I really did enjoy this chapter. Even the 3rd came in, and basically Toriko found, he removed Neo from his full course, and it was the end mammoth or something like that, and that was the thing that he tasted when he took a bite out of Neo. And that just gives a testament. Toriko's nostrils are absolutely like hacks. It's just disgustingly powerful. Like, he took a sniff from that and he knew it was just crazy. I was just, oh my goodness. And yeah, it was a shame for Blue never getting to eat his blue ingredients. But the thing is, Blue wasn't that annoyed. Like, he wasn't really that annoyed. I would have thought he would have been like a little bit more triggered by that. But he generally wasn't, and the 3rd kind of seemed a little bit enamored by that. So does the mammoth kind of thing, what does that mean? Does that kind of imply to that's kind of the food that the 3rd likes? Because we've got to understand, like, the 3rd is the original, that's Toriko's original demon, I believe. So surely his like ingredients would be of the earth, from obviously billions of years ago. Maybe something like that. Prehistoric ingredients is his full course. That would be hype. That would be amazing. Tell me in the comments below what you think about that. But yeah, everyone was revived in this chapter. Everyone came back. Freaking Zongaze to the very end, man. Like, what I got from this chapter is that Midora took Zongaze's food luck, and with that food luck, he managed to replenish the earth. So, yeah, Zongaze is the real MVP of the Toriko series. That's how it's gonna end, guys. That's literally what it means. He's the real MVP. Zongaze done it all. But yeah, it was pretty cool. We finally got to see, I would have liked a bit more input from, obviously, Terry, Kiss, and Quinn in this arc. That would have been a bit more awesome. But they came at the end, and that was pretty cool. But in general, I really did like this. I did think it was a nice conclusion, obviously, for Neo. Guys, I'm really not sure how I do feel about how Neo's character came to a full circle. Like, I'm fine with Acacia. That was great. Like, I really did like that. But with Neo, I'm really not sure. Because his whole introduction, I was like, he was freaky. Neo was creepy. So, like, the whole thing of him being pure and, like, one of like, Toriko's friends and co, I'm not really sure about that, but, it kind of does show you, at the end of the day, this series is about food, and so evil and, like, good and evil doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is eating, and I feel like from this chapter, when Toriko was giving him that ingredient to Neo, it shows you, at the end of the day, maybe that's what Mr. Toshi always wanted. He just wanted to create a series about food, it's not anything about you're evil or bad. It's not about, you know, the blurring of the lines between good or evil. It's just the fact of appetite and how eating just basically brings people together, and how Toriko used that, because at the end Toriko wanted everyone to come and eat with him. And my boy Stargent is back. Like, Stargent is a G. The fact that he was alive from him being cut, like his whole waist downwards being cut, like he was still survived through all that time. Stargent's just he's amazing, man. He's my boy Stargent. But yeah, with what I was saying with food bringing people together, I really do like that, and it was kind of there from the first chapter. Like, it brought Komatsu and Toriko together. And yeah, so guys, please tell me what you thought of this chapter. Tell me what you think about, you know, the whole news about the ending of Toriko. I know I did say, obviously, I did give a little bit of hope, but guys, it does really feel like it's the end. So if it is the end, well, I'll leave the sentimentality to obviously the last chapter. But all I can say is that it's been a great run. Toriko's not only just been my favorite series, one of my favorite series, not just for its action, but also for its emotional feels, the world building, the writing, the characters. All of that, I've loved it. It's been an amazing ride ever since I got caught up to it. I remember when I first caught up to it. Guys, I read it over a weekend. Like, in a couple of days flat, I was up to date. So that's how much I was connected to the series. So, yeah, it's been a fun ride. If it is last chapter next week, then obviously I do feel like the focus of it, because it'll be like 31 pages, maybe we'll see like the marriage between Toriko and Rin, because they kind of still need to get married. Obviously there'll be I have no clue. Are we going to get a time skip? Are we going to get some kids now as well? Like, Toriko's going to have kids with Rin, because it kind of seems like that's what Shonen Jump are doing now at the end chapter, you know, the pairings and the kids and all that kind of stuff. So guys, please tell me your thoughts, comment below, subscribe for more Toriko reviews and videos, which hopefully there will be more reviews because there'll be more chapters, but who knows. If you like anything else I review, and if you want to be a good guy and subscribe, please do. If you liked anything I say in this review, please drop a like. That would be greatly appreciated. Let me just bring the camera down a bit more down. I know the background's kind of gotten a little bit dark now. That's because I like to obviously record using natural light from the sun, because I've got a window right there. But you guys know it's winter. The days are getting darker, so it's really getting dark. But anyway, I think the natural light it was all good for the majority of this video, so we should be fine. Your name is Sam. Peace out, guys, and good.